Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Partners for Prevention, December edition, where we are showcasing the wonderful ladies from PSI and talking a lot about the PSI study break, which just happened not too long ago. So welcome, everyone. If you guys could just tell us a little bit about yourselves and your grade. Also, how long have you been involved with PSI? Samantha, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I'm Samantha. I'm a senior, and let's see, I used to do dance, and I'm interested in architecture. That's a little bit about me. And I've been in PSI since I was a sophomore.
Nice. Kira?
Hi, I'm Kira. I'm a junior at LT. And something about me is I'm interested in fashion and business. And I've been involved with PSI since the beginning of sophomore year.
Wow, awesome. Brooke?
Hi, I'm Brooke. I'm a junior at LT, and oh, my dog is barking. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay.
And I like to bake and crochet, and I've been involved with PSI since I was a freshman.
Nice. Melissa?
Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm a senior. I've been involved with PSI since the beginning of my junior year, and I also play badminton at LT.
Nice. Bridget?
Hi, I'm Bridget. I'm a senior. I've been in PSI since sophomore year. And something about me is that I'm also in mock trial and Model UN at LT.
Nice. Yes, I just saw you on the website, Bridget, so congrats. What kind of projects does PSI do? And what led you to join PSI? So feel free to jump in.
I would say like one of my personal favorite projects that we do is the Easter basket donations, which I don't think we did it last year because of the pandemic, but we did it when I was a sophomore, and we pretty much collect donations for Off the Street Club, and then they like come and pick it up, and they're all like so nice, and they like displayed like their talents for us, like they were like singing and dancing and giving us hugs, and it was really amazing. So I love that project.
So connecting with the community for sure. Anyone else? What are your favorite projects? What kind of other projects does PSI do?
So I actually heard about, like, I donated for the Easter baskets my sophomore year when I was not yet in PSI, and I thought that was really cool. And then my junior year, I knew like a couple of other people in the club. I was like, hey, why don't I try joining? I really liked it. One of my favorite things that we do are the student teacher forums, where we kind of collect student feedback about what they want to hear change for the school, and then present it to some administrators for change.
Yeah, so really bringing that voice to the student voice to the LT staff and LT administration. That's awesome. Kira, you were going to mention something?
Oh, I was just going to mention the PSI student forums. I've liked that for all the years I've been in PSI because I feel like it gives students a good opportunity to like express their concerns or even ask questions like to like a board of people at LT, including like teachers and like representatives.
Yeah.
And I joined because Brooke was a member and I thought it would be really fun.
So
I
Brooke,
joined because my friend's sister was like one of the founders, so she kind of convinced me to join. And I was kind of like hesitant at first because it's kind of hard to explain what PSI is. But I think my favorite project that we've done that's like really shown what PSI does is the sticky note project, where we just like write a ton of positive sticky notes and put them on every single person's locker. So that in the morning everyone like sees them and it's so happy. And it's just like a fun little thing that we do.
yeah, it's like a warm hug. That's so sweet. So you guys do awesome work. You help out the community, the greater LT community. You do these forums, which help give voice to the LT students. You make the environment a better place at LT by doing these warm hugs and sticky note type of projects. So a lot of really fun and good work that you guys do. Like I mentioned before, PSI study break is my interaction with PSI, and I absolutely love it. It's always fun every single year. This year it was virtual. Can you guys tell us a little bit more about what PSI study break is, when it took place, and how it was this year?
So the PSI study break is basically like an opportunity for students to get that like extra help at the end of semester. Traditionally, it would be like in preparation for final exams. But those were, a lot of them are no harm. The structure is very different this year, especially with virtual. And so we just kind of considered it like a cumulative study for the end of the semester. So we just kind of tried to pull like teachers from each of the main subject areas, as well as counselors for stress relief and other things, as well as just like individual study sessions. So this year that was held over Zoom in breakout rooms.
And then in the in-person format, it's more just, you don't have to go to a specific breakout room. You can just hang out with your friends and like study together, or go to a specific teacher that you need help with.
And there are snacks in person. So that's always a really positive aspect of PSI study break. And lots of teachers there from every different subject area. This year I was able to participate for the stress relief breakout room, and Bridget nailed it with the Where's the Unicorn game. So that was a lot of fun. What do you think students love about PSI study break? It's usually a really well-attended event. I feel like lots of students look forward to it at the end of the semester. What do you think it is about the PSI study break that really appeals to students?
I think that PSI study break offers a little bit of a break, essentially, because finals week is very stressful. And I know personally, finals week, I kind of go into my own zone and I kind of want to spend time alone. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go home and study for this much time. But then when I go to PSI study break, it's like, oh, I can study with my friends and get that social aspect, and it kind of like relieves the stress in itself. And then you can ask teachers for help, and it's just like a great resource.
Absolutely. Anyone else?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's also like you're gonna be doing it anyway, so why not like do it with your friends and have snacks? And it's just like a fun way to kind of be like involved in school, but like still be doing something fun, and you're not really having to actively do anything. You're just studying with your friends. And it's also good like if you don't really understand completely some of the things your teacher specifically teaches, then going to ask a different teacher what they think and seeing their like if what they say helps you with the subject you're struggling with.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I would love to highlight is that PSI study break is fun. It's like it has a very fun, light feel to it. You really enjoy yourself lots of times. It's not like a serious study session. There's a lot of laughing. There's a lot of uh just like happiness, of people getting together and working together towards a better cause, which is, I feel like, what all PSI projects are like. So it's a really fun event. If a student wants to get involved in PSI, whether it be study break or any of these other projects, or just be a part of the club, what can they do? How do they reach out? Samantha?
Well, they can like attend our meetings, which we have like our Zoom link on the PSI webpage on the LT website. And what I love about PSI is that it's like very flexible too. Like we meet once every 2 weeks. So if you like have also like a lot of things going on, you can really come and go whenever you want. I know for me, like when I was a sophomore, I joined and then like I had a lot of stuff, and then I joined second semester again, and it's completely fine.
Nice.
And if you want to get involved in any of the events just as a participant, on the LT homepage before the event, we try to get it spotlighted so you can find the Zoom link pretty easily.
Nice. Thank you so much, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful break. Please let me know if there is anything we can do to support the wonderful work that you guys do. I appreciate your help so much, and have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.